Hey friends, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm Brett and let's get kinky. So guys, I just got out of a 7 p.m. screening of 50 Shades Freed. I went to City Walk to make sure that I was the first one to see it, and originally I was going to wait until tomorrow to give you guys a review, but I just had so much to say walking out of this movie that I knew that I had to get it all out right now, so here we go. 50 Shades Freed is the third and final installment of Universal Studios' wildly popular BDSM sex franchise based off of E.L. James' best-selling trilogy. And this installment sees Anastasia Steele finally becoming Anastasia Gray. Yes, she marries Christian Grey, and now Anastasia's learning what it means to be the wife of one of the most powerful men on the planet. She's learning how to run this household, as well as please her husband both in the bedroom and in life, and then, you know, just little casual things like fighting off a crazy psychopathic maniac in the form of her former boss, who is still out to get blood. And what follows is perhaps my favorite installment of the trilogy. So many of you guys already know that I'm a huge fan of the 50 Shades trilogy. I've loved the books. I think the movies are legitimately very good films, and here's what I will say. If you guys are not even into this franchise, this installment is not going to change your mind. However, if you have a little bit of an open mind and a slight curiosity, I am going to recommend it both as a fan and as an objective moviegoer. So if you guys have not seen the first two installments, you do not need to see them to see 50 Shades Freed. You will be able to pick up who these people are and the world that they live in very quickly. And for those of you guys who have seen the first and or the second one, I would say this one's a little bit more similar to 50 Shades Darker, the second installment, because it embraces the soapier elements of this universe. This one by far has the most dramatic heft going on, and there's also quite a bit of action that I was not expecting, and that really injects this boost of adrenaline and energy throughout this picture that was sort of lacking in the first two. This one, in its hour and 45-minute runtime, has the best pacing and the most action-driven plot, and I was entertained the entire time. So Niall Leonard, who wrote these, he does a great job of embracing the self-aware humor of it all. They're oftentimes a lot funnier and more clever than what's written on the book pages. I've always been a huge fan of Dakota Johnson. I think she's an incredible actress. She brings so much life to Anastasia, because let's be real, the character of Anastasia on page is kind of pathetic. She's whiny, she's mopey, whatever, but Dakota Johnson is funny and sassy and cool and sexy, and you understand why Christian Grey would fall in love with her. And Jamie Dornan, who some people say is the weak link of these films, he actually gets the most to do in 50 Shades Freed and gets to flex some acting muscles. Jamie Dornan does give his finest performance yet, and I just really love the two of them together, so kudos to not only the writing of Niall Leonard, but also Dakota and Jamie for really adding so much dimension to these characters and this world that the book is lacking. James Foley, who directed 50 Shades Darker, directs 50 Shades Freed here. He does a great job of bringing out the beauty of these films. I don't think anyone could argue with me how aesthetically pleasing they are. Beautifully and crisply shot. The production design is so clean and sleek, and the wardrobe and costumes are slick and sexy. They always look like GQ or Vogue magazine ads. Just everything is so artfully lit. The colors are rich. Such vibrancy and sexiness going on. Okay, so a lot of you guys are probably just wondering, what about the sex? Well, let me tell you, 50 Shades Freed has the least sex in it out of all the installments. The first two are way more wild and raunchy, and so some of you guys could potentially be disappointed. However, the sex scenes that we do get in this film are hot, particularly one crazy scene in the Red Room, really titillating and exciting and also kind of edgy and weird. Second, there's a scene in the kitchen with ice cream that I'm not going to spoil for you guys, but it's pretty great. What I love about the sex scenes, just like in the previous two installments, is that they actually do add quite a bit to the characters and their relationship together. It's sort of a brave feat of major filmmaking to see a film that so unabashedly and unashamedly explores sex without criticizing Anastasia or Christian for exploring things that are considered taboo in the bedroom. And when else do you get that in a major studio film? The final moments of this film consist of a montage of the greatest moments from the first two installments of the series. And watching this sequence as Ellie Goulding's Love Me Like You Do, which is a song that I am obsessed with, playing and seeing all these beautiful moments, I honestly got like chills. I was shaken up by it. I was emotionally moved by it, and I can't believe that the 50 Shades franchise was over. For what it is, 50 Shades Freed is a legitimately great film. Sure, you have to deal with some hokey dialogue, however, it delivers exactly what its audience wants. As a fan of the franchise, I could not imagine them ending on a higher note. With that being said, I am giving 50 Shades Freed an 8.3 out of 10. So now it's time to turn it over to you guys. What did you guys think of 50 Shades Freed? Please drop a comment in the comment section below and tell me what you guys thought. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I am thinking about potentially seeing Peter Rabbit next because, you know, your boy, probably gonna piss myself watching it. But if you guys have better recommendations of something else I should see, please let me know in the comment section below too what you think I should see next. And I think that's about it. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys at the movies.